They say that math is the universal language of humanity, but I'd say that rather than math, it's food. Food is one of those universal experiences that everybody has in common. We've all come home to our families or hung out with friends and gathered around a table to share a meal. I've been cooking for myself and my family since I was 16 years old after taking a cooking class in high school. And since then, I've essentially been the only person in my immediate family who cooks. For as long as I can remember, food has always been something more important than just something to eat for nutrition or survival's sakes, but rather a ceremony that we all partake in. Sitting down and eating a home cooked meal surrounded by the people we love and care about, it's something that each and every one of us has experienced and will continue to experience. Cooking is something important to every culture and every family, no matter the era, no matter the location. In every culture, there are cultural dishes that are important to the families that grow up with the traditions that saturate their culture. Here where I live, dishes like menudo, lengua de res, and tripa might sound like weird dishes to other people, but are incredibly important dishes for my people. History is often reflected in the dishes we eat as a part of our culture and our tradition. The struggles and hardships that we endure as a culture and a people are often reflected in the dishes we make. The dishes that I had listed above show that the Mexican culture uses every part of the animal in its cooking. From the stomach of the cow for menudo, its tongue for lengua, and its intestines for tripa, nothing of the cow goes to waste. The dishes of a culture reflect everything that culture has been through up until that point, and how it has endured everything that time has thrown at it. My grandmother was the biggest inspiration when it came to my love for food and cooking. Every weekend, every vacation, every holiday, the family would gather at her house for meals and celebrations. I remember waking up in the morning to the smell of her cooking bacon and eggs for everybody to eat. I remember the countless restaurants we would frequent as part of our weekly rituals. I also remember that our favorite food channel to watch was the Food Network, and we'd like to end the day by settling into bed and turning on the Food Network to watch Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-ins, and Dines, looking in awe at all the dishes on display from across the country. Family is always the biggest inspiration when it comes to love and passion for cooking. I know this personally because my grandmother was that single inspiration for me, and her memory continues to push me to learn how to make new dishes for my family to enjoy. Food is more than just something we eat to stay alive. It's a way to connect and share our history with our kids. It's the passing on of the history of our culture and our people condensed onto the plate of food that we place on the table. Furthermore, it's a way to connect with our family and our friends. Eating a warm, home cooked meal is a universal experience that brings us all together. And when we all come together at the table for a meal, we know we are surrounded by the people we love. Cooking is important, as I've stated many times throughout this, in every culture that binds us all together and around a kitchen table and connects us with both the past, present, and even the future. That connection is something that doesn't end with us, but is something we pass along to our children and their children. The importance of food and cooking is essentially one way we can live forever in a certain point of view, because it's in the memories of the people who will make the recipes we ourselves were taught. While I don't have any kids of my own, I know I love cooking and sharing recipes with my nephew. I'll never hesitate to let him jump in and watch me cook or help me prep a meal, because I know it will be a wonderful memory for him, like mine with my grandmother. And I say this to everybody: never be afraid to cook, and when you do, always cook passionately so that your heart can be tasted in every bite that the people you love partake in.